Hello, this is Ray LaHood, Secretary of Transportation. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of On the Go. This month, we received a number of questions from Transportation for America. So, let's get right to the questions. David writes, when a high-speed rail project is done, what happens to those jobs? Well, look, we're a long way from completing high-speed rail. We envision high-speed rail being implemented in the United States over the next 25 years, connecting 80% of America. It's similar to the interstate system, which created thousands of jobs over 5 decades to build the interstate system all across America. And we envision over the next 2 decades a program that really connects America with high-speed intercity rail, thousands of jobs created. And then obviously, those people will be needed to maintain the tracks, to keep the tracks in state of good repair, and also people will be needed to provide the service on the trains. And so we think high-speed intercity rail not only creates jobs for those who will be working on the infrastructure and developing, but the economic engine, the corridors really become an economic engine all along the corridors that'll create a lot of small business jobs, and then the people that provide the service on the train. So we think it's a job creator in the beginning, and we think it really continues job momentum as we implement passenger rail across America. Next question. Saxman asks, I understand the political climate we're in, but why hasn't the administration come up with a national surface transportation plan? Well, just a few days ago, the President gave the State of the Union address, and we couldn't be any happier here at DOT that the President mentioned transportation, mentioned a surface transportation bill, mentioned a pay-for the surface transportation bill. In the last couple of days, I've been traveling around and promoting the idea that in the Senate, Senator Boxer and Senator Inhofe, Senator Boxer a Democrat, Senator Inhofe a Republican, have put together a 2-year bill, a very good bill, a bill that's paid for. And they found the $13 billion to pay for it. I believe the Senate will pass Senator Boxer's bill. And I also believe that in the House, the chairman of the Transportation Committee will be introducing a bill, probably is up on the website as we deliver this, the answer to this question. And that bill will be a 5-year bill. The President proposed a 6-year bill. The President would pay for the 6-year bill through the use of half of the funds that were used to pay for the Iraq War. The other half of those funds would be used for deficit reduction. So I believe there's a real opportunity this year to make progress on a surface transportation bill. Given the fact the Senate will pass a 2-year bill, the House will introduce a 5-year bill, the President's proposed a 6-year bill. If all of these good things could come together, we could get a surface transportation bill that's paid for. And that would really provide the jobs. When Congress passes a transportation bill, Americans will go to work. American jobs building America's infrastructure. That's what a transportation bill gets us. And I'm optimistic that we may get there before the end of the year. Conservative Values writes, have there ever been any efforts to make bike-ped transportation safer and fun improvement? Lots of opportunities over the last 3 years. We've put a lot of emphasis on walking and biking paths. We have funded through our Tiger program, bike share programs, walking and biking paths. We believe that around America, people are ready to get out of their cars, get out of congestion, get on streetcars, get on light rail, get on other forms of transportation like bus transportation. But people also want the opportunity to have walking and biking paths. And so we've made some very significant investments. We believe that the program, the bike share program in Washington, D.C., in Denver, Colorado, and several other cities around America have really set people on a course to be able to take advantage of bike share, to be able to take advantage of using walking and biking paths. These kinds of programs really enhance communities. They give people options. And that's the reason we've promoted them and funded them, and we'll continue to do that. Peggy asks, how can we support the trucking industry while also supporting sound practices? Well, for 3 years we've supported the trucking industry. We've worked with our partners in the trucking industry. The trucking industry really relies on good roads, on safe roads, on the opportunity to deliver goods all over America. And we've worked with our friends in the trucking industry on a very strong safety agenda, making sure that drivers are well trained, making sure that drivers are well rested, making sure that drivers are not distracted while they're driving these vehicles. But the most important thing that we can do for the trucking industry is make sure that our roadways are safe, that we have good roadways, and to continue to make progress so that trucks can deliver goods around America. In conclusion, I think that we've answered the questions, but we always look forward to hearing from you. There are many different ways. I want to particularly thank our friends at Transportation for America, and keep writing in with your questions. You can do it on Fastlane, you can do it on Facebook, you can do it on Twitter. Keep doing it. We enjoy hearing what you have to say, reading what you have to say. It sparks our interest, it keeps us motivated, and we look forward to the next time when we can answer your questions.